Prince Harry is weighing in on steps to take when someone you know is experiencing suicidal thoughts. During a bonus town hall episode of his and Oprah Winfrey's Apple TV Plus series, The Me You Can't See, the Duke of Sussex shared what he's learned about being there for someone who is experiencing feelings of wanting to end their life.
I think it's so interesting because so many people are afraid of being on the receiving end of that conversation because they don't feel as though they have the right tools to be able to give the right advice. But what you're saying is, you're there, listen, because listening and being part of that conversation is without doubt the best first step that you can take.
The revelation comes 2 months after Meghan Markle shared in her and Prince Harry's tell-all interview with Oprah that she was having suicidal thoughts while pregnant with their son Archie.
I was really ashamed to say it at the time, and ashamed to have to admit it to Harry especially, because I know how much loss he's suffered. But I knew that if I didn't say it, that I would do it, and I just didn't want to be alive anymore. And that was a very clear and real and frightening constant thought.
During an earlier episode of the docuseries, Harry went into even more detail about how he was feeling after she confided in him.
What perhaps people don't understand is earlier that evening, Meghan decided to share with me the suicidal thoughts and the practicalities of how she was going to end her life. The scariest thing for her was her clarity of thought. She hadn't lost it. She wasn't crazy. She wasn't self-medicating, be it through pills or through alcohol. She was absolutely sober. She was completely sane. Yet, in the quiet of night, these thoughts woke her up.
That moment is something Harry recalls vividly.
I'm feeling sorry for her, but I'm also really angry with myself that we're stuck in this situation. I was ashamed that it got this bad. I was ashamed to go to my family. Because to be honest with you, like a lot of other people my age could probably relate to, I know that I'm not going to get from my family what I need. I then had a son who I'd far rather be solely focused on, rather than every time I look in his eyes, wondering whether my wife is going to end up like my mother and I'm going to have to look after him myself. That was one of the biggest reasons to leave.
Now, Harry is channeling his own experiences into a force for good. In the bonus episode titled A Path Forward, Oprah and Harry sit down with some of the most respected experts in mental health from around the world to keep the conversation going.
Yeah, on Owen, your points, you know, the fact that we're not alone, something that we've heard from many of our advisory board members is that phrase that you are not alone.
The Me You Can't See, A Path Forward is streaming now on Apple TV Plus.